I think our story is very similar to a lot of municipalities. We have legacy systems, enterprise systems that house such rich and beautiful data about our citizens, about their interactions with the city. And the thing that has been very beautiful about this opening of our data is that all of that was locked in systems that even internally people would have a problem getting access to. It would be the process of asking a colleague that you just happen to know in another department, hey, do you have that data? I need that to understand what's going on with the service I'm providing. And so disparate systems housed in different departments, and having access to that data was a relatively difficult task for any individual staff person. And so what Open Data has done for us is really allow a centralized repository where internally we can take steps toward solving solutions across departments by looking at each other's data. We have a budget system that we've been using for quite some time. Fiscal officers, budget analysts are familiar with how to mine data out of the system. But individuals within a department, a division manager who runs a program, would have to then go through their fiscal officer, their budget analyst, or even all the way to the budget officer, just to ask, hey, what are my expenditures for this year? What can I spend on training for my employees? What do I have for a specific program? And this way, we have our line item budget. That was our first data set to launch in conjunction with our budget cycle. This way, anyone can go out and access data on their individual program. They can look across departments. They can look at other programs and say, well, what did they get for training? I want to have as much as they did. And so this way, it sort of evens the playing field. It allows access to the most minute account level data for our internal users. And I think that's been a really innovative thing for us. You know, it seems something that should have been done years ago, but allowing access and freeing up the information about line item budgets for our staff members it's been very good for the organization. Our 311 service request data is also available, so that would allow anyone to look at their specific area of interest within City Hall, but then also test assumptions about, well, I think that there's a connection between cases of illegal dumping and complaints about rats in neighborhoods, rodent control issues. And it's very easy to see when you layer those on maps that there sure is an instance where that is true in some neighborhoods. And I think that that's the type of hypothesis testing that opening our data is allowing. And so we've simply opened up the opportunity for individuals to do their own mapping, do their own analysis, and allowed people within the departments to become their own data specialists instead of having to rely on centralized individuals.